Let me walk you through what dropped in the last 48 hours, okay? Because something shifted this week. Companies stopped being vague about AI and jobs. They started saying it out plainly. They started saying it out loud. They started using the words, we are using AI to replace humans. Let me start with the biggest one, Klarna, the buy now, pay later company. Their CEO went on a podcast on Monday and laid it all out. In 2022, Klarna had 7,000 employees. Today, they have 3,000. That is a 57% reduction in 4 years. But here's what he said next. He expects the company to drop below 2,000 employees by 2030. 7,000 to 3,000 to under 2,000. And he explained exactly how it happened and how it's happening. Not through mass layoffs, through what he called natural attrition. When someone leaves, they don't replace them. AI picks up the work. If you don't believe me, I want you guys to listen to the video of him saying this. Check this out. Okay.
I mean, Klarna has been shrinking. We used to be 6,000 or over 7,000, 6,000 people, and we're now less than 3,000. And I didn't ask for a single dime to do all this, right? And the reason for that is because I've seen the acceleration of AI, and I know we can ship all these things on the existing organization. We've gone from 7,000 people, we're now below 3,000. We've shrank 50%. And the majority of that is just through normal attrition. We initially, when we had 2020, we did a little bit of layoffs, but that was, not that big of a number compared to what has happened since then. And so that was the reason. The reason was easy for the board to take decisions. I didn't ask for a single dime in investments.
Is 2030, how many employees do you have then?
Less, for sure.
2,000?
No, I think it may very well be even less than that.
No.
Ooh, he said it. He said it. By 2030, the question was asked if he's going to have 2,000. He said, maybe even less than that. And their AI assistant does the work of 853 full-time customer service agents, saving the company $58 million. He said the board allowed it to happen. He didn't have to ask for any money. He said on the podcast, I'm in Dario's camp, referring to Anthropic's CEO who said AI could eliminate 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs. I want you guys to type replacement in the chat if you see this happening at your company. Type replacement in the chat, okay? I want to show you the rest of the scoreboard. Salesforce. Their CEO went on the podcast last year, and I've shared this many times. We've talked about it. And said that he reduced customer support from 9,000 to 5,000 because AI agents could do the work. 4,000 positions gone. IBM. Their CEO told Wall Street Journal that they replaced hundreds of HR employees with AI. And he said he could see 30% of back offices roles getting replaced for over 5 years. HP. Had a conversation about HP on yesterday. Great company. But they went from 4,000 to 6,000 jobs being replaced by 2028, directly citing AI initiatives. Estimated savings, $1 billion. Fiverr, the freelancing platform, cut 30% of their workforce. Their CEO told staff in a memo, AI is coming for your jobs. And those were his exact words. And Amazon, their CEO said AI-driven efficiency gains would shrink the workforce in coming years. So they've already cut 30,000 corporate roles since October. So you got 6 companies, not anonymous sources here, not speculation anymore. CEOs are coming out on podcasts saying we are replacing people with AI. They're saying it in earnings calls. They're saying it in SEC filings. They are saying it out loud. At one point in time, this was hush hush. This is no longer hush hush, guys. In January 2026, had more layoffs than any January since 2009. Now, here's the other side of the coin, and this is important. While these companies are cutting, the people who build AI are in a bidding war. Business Insider reported this week that OpenAI and XAI spent the weekend arguing on social media about whose office has better food and better wood-fired pizza. That's what the two companies are battling over. Your office got better food? Or my office got better food? Whose office got better wood-fired pizza? That's not a joke. The companies building AI are fighting over engineers with 9-figure compensation packages in artisan pizza, however you want to pronounce it. While the people AI replaces are getting muted Teams calls. They're getting their Slack channel interrupted. They're getting emails late at night at 3 a.m. in the morning saying they're eliminated. That is the economy we are in right now. 2 tracks, the builders and the replaced. And then on yesterday, Andrew Yang, the former presidential candidate, he wrote a piece that said AI will kick millions of white collar workers to the curb in the next 12 to 18 months. It's not me saying it, it's Andrew Yang. And he went on CNN to say it as well. You don't believe me? Listen to his exact words. Check this out.
I'm concerned about how you would rate this warning from the CEO of Anthropic. I mean, does humanity need this wake-up call?
I rate this warning a 10 out of 10, Laura. Dario Amodei is the CEO of Anthropic, one of the most successful AI companies right now. Claude is replacing coders at an industry-wide scale. And Dario has raised his hand and said, you know what? You should start taxing AI companies, including us, because we're going to replace up to 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs in the next 1 to 5 years. He's not talking his own book. He's actually calling it like he sees it, and we should take him 100% at his word.
In that article, Andrew Yang said, do you sit at a desk and look at a computer much all day? Take this very seriously. Mid-career office workers, middle managers, call center workers, marketers, coders are all on the list. And you said the stock market will reward companies that cut headcount. We've seen it. You've all seen it. We've talked about it. And it will punish companies that do not. Which means once one company starts cutting, every competitor follows. I want you guys to type scoreboard in the chat if you see the pattern. Type scoreboard in the chat. This is the scoreboard. You see it on the channel. You see it on the screen. 6 companies said it out loud. Andrew Yang says millions of pink slips are coming. The AI coding tool creator says software engineers as a title is going away. But here's the question that matters. How does it actually happen? Not in the headline, not in the podcast. How does AI displacement actually hit you at your desk on a Tuesday morning or a Wednesday morning? Well, a company in Australia showed us exactly how. Step by step. Let me show you the playbook, okay? Stay with me on this next segment. This is the playbook of how it happens. This is going to be very, very important for you to pay attention to, all right? This is maybe how you can do this as a leader in the company if you are in one of those positions of power. This segment is the segment that I need you to lean in on, because this is one that is personal for a lot of people and can be personal for a lot of people in the room today. Telstra, Australia's largest telecom company. They cut 650 jobs in a single announcement last week, but it wasn't a simple layoff. It was a 2-pronged attack on their own workforce. Prong 1, 209 jobs eliminated through an AI joint venture with Accenture. They spent $495 million on a partnership to automate business processes. The AI handles what it can. Those workers gone. Prong number 2, 442 jobs outsourced to Infosys in India. The work that AI can't do yet, but it is too expensive to do in Australia. What do? You ship it offshore. AI handles the automation, automatable, offshore handles the rest. That's the playbook. And here's how the workers found out. A woman asked to go by the name of Kate was called into a group Microsoft Teams meeting. There was no chat function enabled, no microphone access. So she couldn't ask any questions. She couldn't respond. She was told 2 options on a slide. Option 1, submit an expression of interest to work at Infosys. There is no guarantee of acceptance. Option 2, enter the redundancy process. So years of work at one Australia's companies, one of the biggest Australian telecom companies, if not the biggest telecom company in Australia, reduced to a muted Teams call with 2 options. Now, many of you guys saying, oh, Antoine, that's just Australia. Well, this is not just Telstra, this is a template. This is the 3-phase corporate playbook that every large company will follow. Phase 1, partner with an AI consulting firm. Accenture, Deloitte, McKinsey, spend 100 to 500 million on AI transformation, automate routine processes, cut those workers. Phase 2, partner with an offshore services firm, such as Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Cognizant, outsource the remaining manual work, cut those workers. Phase 3, maintain a thin domestic workforce, executives, regulatory compliance, client-facing relationship managers, salespeople, and the people who manage the AI in offshore teams. That's it. That's the model. Telstra did it in one announcement, and their CEO called it reducing complexity. Now, remember what Klarna's CEO said on that podcast on Monday: natural attrition. When people leave, we don't replace them. And remember what Morgan Stanley published this week. They asked whether AI means a phase and period where natural attrition isn't replaced. Efficiencies are realized and margins are expanded. Translation from the Wall Street speak: companies won't fire everyone on Monday. They'll stop replacing people who leave. Your job doesn't get eliminated in the headline. It evaporates over 18 months as departures aren't backfilled. Klarna's CEO described it. Morgan Stanley renamed it. Telstra executed it. Same playbook, 3 different angles, 1 reality. I want you guys to type template in the chat if you've seen this, if you understand this. Type template in the chat if your company has announced an AI partnership.